7 Easter eggs found in the Nissan sexy Z Proto. Now, the closer you look, the more heritage you'll find on the Nissan characterful Z Proto, the preview of its 7th generation Z car. Now, we kind of can't get enough of the Nissan mouth-watering Z Proto, especially now that we've seen it in person at a private viewing Nissan setup recently in Los Angeles. The car was just amazing. Now, while Nissan didn't provide any more details about its twin-turbocharged V6, updates to its rear drive platform, on sale dates are future convertibles are the NISMO variant. It was a great opportunity to take in the car many design cues. Now, this was done by Car and Driver. Now, some of which are continuations from the outgoing model. The double bubble roof, for example, while others are highlighted in a side-by-side gallery. We recently put together, it was also a chance to go on the Easter egg hunt for gems of hidden Z, or would I say hidden Z-ness, that you might not see at first or even second glance. There's some heritage pictures, and here's what was found by Car and Driver. The first thing is respect to the silhouette. While the Z Proto long nose, sloping roof silhouette is not as extreme as the original Z, dramatic baseball cap proportions, certain aspects of the new car profile meant to communicate respect to the original. As Nissan design chief Alfonso Albacias puts it, the most important among them, Nissan feel, is the termination point of the roof to tail arc, which plunges down to a point lower than the front fenders. Let's take a look at some of these pics. Now here, this is for the front fans. The stylized structure, which is the Z. Now, struck to the Z found on the C-pillars, the steering wheel, center, and elsewhere in the Z Proto, including those custom, unlikely to see production, white letters, Dunlap appears exactly the same as it has on the fender hoods of the C-pillar of the Z models for years. Similarly, the name Fair Lady Z, which Nissan still uses. Now, this is what's called the side Z. Now, this is another gem. Hidden within each headlamp assembly is a stylized Z, found on the outer sides of the headlights. Viewed from the side, through the dazzle, from the aforementioned LED running lamps, can obscure it from view whenever they are illuminated. But as you can see, that is the new Patent Z logo. And then you have the since 1969. Since when? Now, you don't see too many humans getting tattoos touting their birth year, especially one that's past 50. But Nissan wants to remind anyone gazing into the black abyss of the Z Proto hatchback glass that it's a Z car, that they have been bringing smiles to drivers ever since 1969. Nestled on the so discreetly near the bottom of the rear window glass, the Z Proto gray on black small print message is comparatively subtle, a proper Easter egg next to those planted in the bouncy off-roaders from Toledo that have been around since, when was it again? Oh yeah, 1941. But here we're talking about 1969, folks. Since 1969, the Z has been around. And then we have that flywire shaped hood bulge. And what a bulge that is, folks. Nothing on the car says big power like the long hood with a big bulge. Indeed, save for a relatively flat and featureless hood of the recent 350Z and the 370Z models, every Z made during the first 30 years of its existence brandished some form of bulging hood. Now the bulge means power. The most distinct, in our opinion, best looking bulge design for Z cars is the flat Y style used by the original. Happily, it appears to have bulged its way back with the Z Proto. As for exactly what hardware is resting beneath it, we expect to find out soon. For what it's worth, the looping instrument cluster, the animation depicted an engine being revved, with green, yellow, red shift indicators lights appearing at high revs, and the needle repeatedly bouncing off what appears to be 7,250 RPM rev limiter. That sounds like a beast to me. The 240Z and the Z, the Heritage. As you see the bulging hood on that baby, it bulges out more in the 240Z. What a profound bulge this has been. Again, we have the Z logo, which is really not a gem because it's quite obvious where it is. But this is just a hat tipped to the heritage of the 240Z. Another hat tipped to the 240Z. Another head tip to the 300ZX. And from the backlights, with those LEDs, boy, they stand out and it's quite profound. What a beautiful design. A head tip to the gauges. The Z Heritage lives on, folks. It definitely lives on. As you can see, the Z Proto. But the Dunlop Z tires, the highlighted tires, will not make production. But you see where it came from. From the old pics. Look at that design. Look at its similarities. What a design, folks. What a silhouette. I love the color of those wheels with that yellow. And those lamps right here, the headlight lamps are G-rated running lamps. Now while the chunky curving lighting element in the Z Proto headlamps represent a subtle nod to the big round lamps of the first and second generation Z cars, the decision to split them into separate upper and lower arcs was inspired by the light pattern reflected within a protective clear headlamp cover of the pointy nose Japan Mark 240Z. G for Grand Model, built by Nissan for Group 4 homologation. In the Z's early years, arc of light caught in the dome-shaped headlight, covers of a light made a half century ago are an esoteric design reference to be sure, but they will undoubtedly be considered one of the 6th generation Z signature visuals features. Hats off to that, folks. Bravo to the Nissan Z. Bravo to the Fair Lady Z. Bravo to the Proto Z. What an awesome and profound car, folks. Since 1969. The heritage lives on. And this is the 7 Easter eggs of the Z Proto. It's A Automotive Reviews. Remember, subscribe, like, and share.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.